Welcome to the CJ Moneyway Show, an association with Believe Network. Today's guest is Richard Blank, a man who left Philly and built a lifestyle empire in Costa Rica, from vintage pinball machines to elite telemarketing tactics. Richard's story is a lesson in guts, growth, and global success. Welcome to the show, Richard!
What's up, my good people? Welcome to the CJ Moneyway Show in association with GI, the state's capital. Today's guest is Richard Blank, a man who left Philly and built a lifestyle empire in Costa Rica. From vintage pinball machines to elite telemarketing tactics, Richard's story is a lesson in guts, growth, and global success. Welcome to the show, Rich, man. How you doing, man?
CJ, I'm so happy to be here, and your guest, what an honor.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you coming on. So, Rich, man, from Philadelphia to paradise, what inspired you to leave Philadelphia, man, with them Eagles and them sorry 76ers and start a business, man, in Costa Rica?
You know what slush is, don't you? The beautiful snow when it gets dirty.
Yeah.
It gets you wet up to your ankles. That's the day I wanted to live in Gilligan's Island with both Ginger and Marianne and Lovey.
I bet you do, man.
All I'm saying is that you can be a dreamer. You can have a hero's journey. You can leave castles. It just so happens Spanish was my favorite class, majored in it, and then
My man Rich in Costa Rica, man, he kind of got stuck out there. So we're going to keep it moving. I know he going to get back in here real quick. But yeah, this your boy CJ Moneyway. And stay tuned, man. I got something coming down the pipeline on my podcast, Planting Seeds with CJ, where I'll be talking about GI, the state's capital, man. It's an animated series that I'm working on right now with a few people, man, trying to get this off the ground and put my city in a different light, man. So if anybody want to get on board, man, want to jump on board, whether you got some musical talents or whether you have acting skills, voiceover skills, anything like that, man. We're looking for all newcomers, man. It's straight off the ground. It's straight from the ground, man. And so we're going to do it like that. And check out Planting Seeds with CJ, man, where we get real and raw about some things. Like I say, Planting Seeds with CJ is a platform, man, where I'm able to, use it as multiple resources or whatnot, man. So that's how I'm doing it. We building something over here, man, at CJ Moneyway Entertainment. I got my 10-year anniversary book coming out this year. Shout out to my man, Garrett Rogers, who made me I'm going to be like No Limit, man, or Death Row. Got me a chain, man, a charm to go wear around my neck and promote this 10-year anniversary book, man. And at the same time, when I promote my 10-year anniversary book, I'll be coming out with another book, Faith Through Trial. So stay on the lookout, man. Follow me for that. Stay tuned for that, man. Get your pre-orders for that. I got my man Richard back, man. So, yeah, got a lot of things coming down the pipeline for CJ Moneyway Entertainment. So stay tuned. Rich, man, you back, man. I kept it going, man. I kept it going.
you're talking about Central America. Third world, internet. So we're doing the best that we can.
Hey, that's what I said, man. I say you got a little lost over there in Costa Rica, but it's all good. I knew you would come back. So, yeah, man. So what made you start your business in Costa Rica?
Well, I learned the business from the inside out. I came here at 27, supposed to be here for a couple months and decided to stay a couple years. And so a friend of mine extended an opportunity to be an apprentice, like a squire to a knight. And so besides C-level, I just learned this thing. And so at 35, CJ, I had maturity and
Yeah, Rich got a bad connection out there in Costa Rica. I will tell you that. Like you said, third world country and bad connection. So the internet is probably bad. It's probably windy there or whatnot. We're going to keep it moving again, though, till Richard come back. I know he'll be back again. Then I ask him another question because evidently that question is keeping him frozen in the podcast. So, yeah, man. So, anyway, CJ Moneyway, I got another book, man. Faith Through Trials coming through. Working on another project, man. Looking for that to come out in 2026 as well. Working on another book. The book of podcasts with CJ Moneyway, showing people the beginning of the makings of a podcast, the behind the scenes, the things that we do behind the scenes to just make one episode and bring it to you guys. So that's something that I'm working on as well. what else we got coming down the pipeline, CJ? That, and then that's gonna be volume 1. So gonna have a few volumes on that. So be on the lookout for that. Follow your boy CJ Moneyway at CJ Moneyway. You can find me everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and support. Rich, man, hey man, we all good, man. We all good. You hung in there with me last week. I'm hanging out with you, man. So Rich, man, let me ask you another question. Maybe that question keep getting us stuck. Let me ask you another question. Entrepreneurial culture. How did you build a culture-driven call center from the ground up?
Earn the respect of the people that work with you, so attrition's low. I was good on the phone, so the people that I brought in and trained, they realized it was.
I don't know, man. I think maybe me and Rich gonna have to do this another day, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep getting stuck on here, and this is not cool. You know what I'm saying, my good people? But yeah, man. So just a little bit about me. I'm from Gary, Indiana, born and raised. I went to Detroit for a few years. It's like you know how when you watch baseball and then it get a rain out or whatever, then they got to put the tarps and stuff on the field, and then so the commentators and them got to sit there and talk until the game is ready to come back on. So this is what we're doing right now on the CJ Moneyway Show. I'm just commentating right now. So give you a little background about me. From Gary, Indiana, born and raised. I moved to Detroit for 5 years and had a couple kids there, and so yeah, I planted seeds wherever I went, and that was my life, and that was my life story for a while. Went there and found something that I wasn't expecting. I was all about the women and things of that nature, and just loving that lifestyle, man. But I went there, man, and I found my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He brought me back into the fold, and so here I am today. And so that was 17, 18 years ago. Got my man Rich back. Let's bring him back on the stage. Rich, man, come on, man. We're going to go up there and slap Costa Rica, man. Right. So we're talking about your call center, man. How you build it from the ground?
Just finding the right people that believe in you, that are coachable, and that you can pay it forward and give them the advice and soft skills to grow.
So you say you was good at talking on the phones. When did you first start? What job did you have where you was talking on the phone, man, where you built your skills up like that?
I built it by selling candy bars to raise money for my Little League uniform. You need confidence to knock on doors and say, hey, it's Richard. See, when I used to have hair. But you do self-confidence and self-reliance, get first downs compared to touchdowns. And then from there, I was able to use that over the phone just by being sincere and adjusting tones and choice vocabulary to put people in a good mood.
Okay. My man Rich say he learned his skills from selling candy bars when he was playing baseball. I like that. What position did you play, Rich?
Yeah, I was more of an outfielder, left field, but I could crank that ball. But I tell you what, I grew up in the 80s, so the face man from the A-Team and Remington Steele, those were my influences. I learned to speak from them.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I was a 70s baby, but like you say, grew up in the 80s, man. That was my culture. Matter of fact, that was some things I was talking to the audience about. A little bit of personal in my life, man, as we was, matter of fact, it's funny that you said that because I said, it's just like a baseball game where you have a rain out when it rains and they got to come put the tarp on the field, and then you got the commentators. They got to talk all the way through until the game come back on. I told them that's what I was, and that's what I was doing. So let me ask you, man, gratification in business. You brought pinball, jukeboxes, and gratification into your workspace. Why was that?
Before I answer, I definitely want to thank you and your audience for your patience. You must really like me to have me keep coming back.
Oh, man.
So,
good, man.
Okay, what do? You create happy home. Recess was the best class in school. And if I can create a happy medium where people can let off steam and meet individuals from other departments, you might have something there. Plus, I had the space, and I'm a collector from pinball and Pac-Man machines. I got to get that stuff.
Yeah.
But it showed a different side of me. If you laugh with somebody, you see them differently than they're so serious all the time or work related. I'm not saying going out and get wasted with them at a bar. I don't agree with that. That's private time. You shouldn't force people to do that. But during working hours, instead of going on a break by yourself or sitting by yourself at lunch or being on Instagram or having a cigarette, come hang out, come have fun. hand-eye coordination.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Sharpers, the people that run in place. You don't ice kickers. It's good stuff.
This episode is brought to you by CJ Moneyway Media, where podcast ideas become platforms. Through the Moneyway Lab Masterclass, CJ shares real lessons from the lab for creators building their voices brick by brick. From powerful guest conversations, storytelling that inspires growth. CJ Moneyway Media is about one thing. Building legacy through stories. Learn more at cjmoneyway.com.
Music style.
Hey, Rich, man, you threw them knuckles up there like you was a boxer, too. What's up with that, man?
At Philadelphia, come on, you got Rocky. You got a couple of our champs there.
Yeah. I did have some champs there. It's funny, man. I got a Miss Pac-Man. We got a Miss Pac-Man machine right here. I got one of them. We got it connected on the wall, man. I love Miss Pac-Man. From a kid, I used to steal, I'll tell them about my lifestyle. I used to steal quarters from my grandmother and them and out of a jewelry box just so I can go play Miss Pac-Man. And I'll never forget one day I got my butt whooped too. All because I wanted my love for Miss Pac-Man. I stole my auntie cigarette money, man. I'll never forget that. I got 3 whoopings that day. And so let me ask you, Rich, man, that's true story. Telemarketing techniques, man. Can you break down the buffer boomerang technique and how does it close deals?
Well, when you're calling a company and there's a gatekeeper, or you're calling someone's house and their mother or father answers, you want to need to speak to somebody. So I believe in positive escalations. You let somebody know how great they are, how helpful they've been. But this is where it hits. Usually they'll ask who you are, and then I'll say, CJ Moneyway. That's an excellent question. My name is Richard Blank. Name drop you.
Rich again. That Costa Rica internet, I will say, it sucks. It sucks. So, again, back to commentating. So, man, when I went to Detroit, I came back, the Bible say that can't no man come to God unless he draw you unto him, man. So I thought I went there for one thing, which I did. I went there for a job. And as I say, I had a couple kids on the way. But, I came back with something else, man. I came back filled with the Holy Ghost, man, with the Spirit of God. And so that's how I've been operating. Of course, life takes you through different changes and different challenges in life. And because you was drawn to Christ or because things had changed in your life don't mean that things are going to be perfect. So that was that, man. And so I just inspired to just be the best person that I can be. I got a book published, Both Eyes Open, as I was telling you earlier. I got my 10-year anniversary. Both Eyes Open and Both Eyes Shut. It's on Amazon.com. Go grab you a copy today. As well as I started my podcast in 2002. No, not 2002, 2023. So I'm almost 3 years in. Been pretty good, pretty successful, I just say, before I bring Rich back on. 2.5 globally. So, I've been putting in the hard work. Like my man Rich been putting in this buffer boomerang technique. So yeah, Rich, man, finish telling us about the boomerang technique.
The boomerang technique's adjustments of tone. Not saying help, assist, guide, and lend a hand. Never, I'm sorry, excuse me, for my clarification. Making sure anybody that assists you gets the compliment. It's a great way to move the ball forward. But I have to tell you what, this is a perfect example of the sacrifices you make living in Central America with bad internet connection. Take the good and the bad. I'm teaching you to be stoic and to show character during chaos. No one's cursing. I'm not getting yelled at. What's this, 5 times I've dropped the ball already? But I'm still winning this game. I'll still win this game. You know that. Go Eagles.
Yeah, go Eagles, man. Like we talked behind stage. That was a big win, man. So let me get through this, man, before we have another hiccup, Rich, man.
Please.
Motivating the workforce. How do you keep your team of 150 plus, as you were telling us, instead of going drink and smoking a cigarette on break, 150 plus motivated and loyal?
Call the balls in the strikes. Be a straight shooter. A heavy dose of Philly guilt when you need to, letting them know that they're out of character and that they're better than that. Give them really cool nicknames when they come in, so they're depressed on a Wednesday. You make them feel better. And when their mother or father show up to the office, walk outside and let them know how great their son is in front of everybody. And so you just do it super old school way. I'm not going to hit the ball and drag Johnny, but if you're doing a great job, CJ Moneyway, I am definitely going to say it in front of everybody.
Oh, man, I feel you, man. Hey, nothing like good motivation, man, and building up the morale. So let me ask you.
It's got to be pure.
Man. Yeah. Genuine. I love the genuine aspect of life, man.
Yep.
So let me ask you, Rich, man, AI in the call center. What's your take on the future of AI in customer service and communication?
AI will never replace empathy. It might gather for you and move the ball forward to the 10. You and I are bringing it in. They haven't mastered yet IVR, the voice response. They still mess that up. You get frustrated, press 0. But I tell you what, it will be replacing frontline individuals at call centers. But you still go in the bank for certain transactions, but a lot of the time it's the convenience of the ATM. It will be the same thing for the call center industry.
Same thing in the grocery stores. You got the self-checkout lines, but you still got cash registers up there. So, it is what it is. Hey, so
that's right.
One more question, man. Then I got a game that I've been playing, quick fire round. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, Rich, and then you answer with the first thing that come to mind, all right?
All right, let's go.
Before we get there, let me ask you one more question. Legacy building. How do you define legacy, and what are you building towards?
If someone speaks beautiful about you behind your back, or if you've paid it forward in a certain way to make someone's life better. Me today, you don't.
Man, we was almost at the end. As y'all see, I'm trying to get Rich to go ahead and get it done. This has been a short interview. I hope you all have tuned into it. But as Rich say, man, one thing that he did say, to be genuine, to encourage people. And so that's why I actually started my podcast, CJ Moneyway Show, in 2022. I wanted to be an inspiration. I wanted to share my insights with people, my testimony, my trials and tribulations, because a lot of times, especially as men, as you can see or you may can hear, I'm a black male, and we go through different, not saying that all males don't go through challenges, but sometimes you go through challenges, and as men, we don't like to talk about or converse to one another about what the struggles and the things that we go through. And so I wanted to build a platform for that. And so that was the reasoning behind the CJ Moneyway Show. And that's how I started it off until I ran into my man Alex from Podmatch, and it changed the direction of that podcast. But I brought it back with Planting Seeds with CJ. I got my man Richard on here, man. We're going to try to finish this up this time. Rich,
I am trying. I'm so trying.
Baseball, you only get 3 strikes, man. You only get 1 knockout in boxing, man. I don't care, Rocky or not, running up the stairs and everything, Rich. But
dude, I'm pulling a Chuck Wepner right now. I am going the distance against Ali. I am going to make this.
Man, we gonna finish this up right here, right now.
We are finishing. Let's do it.
Costa Rica internet, we bind you in the name of Jesus right now that you gonna let us get through this last thing. Quick fire round. Let's go. Favorite Spanish phrase.
Me gustaría, which means I'd like to. Me gustaría tomar café contigo. I'd like to have coffee with you. Me gustaría, the future conditional tense of wanting to do something.
Hey, see, Rich gonna have the internet go out again because he's sitting up there giving us all these phrases.
Uh-oh.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Man, I was about to curse.
No cursing, man. We're going to get through this. No cursing with a happy time, man. Best leadership book you've read.
Best leadership book I've read. The Giving Tree. That's a child's book. Teaching you to be grateful for things about people.
Man, Ooh, that's missing in today's society right now, being grateful and thankful. One thing people misunderstand about telemarketing.
That not everybody slings stock like the Wolf of Wall Street and Boiler Room. There are people that retain clients and can prospect for companies. It's a beautiful art of speech if someone can master it.
I like that. I love the Wolf of Wall Street, man. That was a heck of a movie. And I'm glad you clarified that about telemarketing, because I've hung up on a few telemarketers, in my time. I know, man. I won't do it no more knowing that you're the CEO of a telemarketing company. So I'll be more mindful and have more empathy towards those cold calls. So let me ask you, man, pinball or jukebox?
Oof. I have to choose? Like the redheaded stepchild?
Yeah.
Overall, I'd have to choose the pinball machine. That's number one. That's QB1. But a definite backup that will get my full attention is any sort of antique jukebox. I love them both. But you can play more with the pinball machine. It's more interactive.
Yeah, I like the pinball. Like you say, that's good break material. Hey, let's play a game of pinball. Bing, 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 bing. And try to run up the score. Okay, I hope I can get this right this time, because we had some hiccups along the way. What does Pura Vida? Vesta?
Pura Vida. Pure life. Pure life, yes.
That's what it means to you, pure life?
Well, in Costa Rica, it's ecotourism. It's a beautiful rainforest, so people are just natural and spiritual. But pure life to me is living without reservation, to be vulnerable so you could be free, to shed skin, and to try to crack some codes, to have a hero's journey, to leave a castle and slay a dragon and live a beautiful life, CJ Moneyway. That's the way I see it. And not be so hard on yourself. Be very proud of yourself so you can look in your own eyes and give yourself 5 in the mirror and make your bed in the morning so you have that sort of respect. I think that's a beautiful way to live life one day at a time.
Man, I like that. I like that, man. Hey, I love my man, Rich Spirit, man. And laid back. May had a few breaks in between here and there, but it wasn't his fault, so we ain't gonna hold that against him. So, Rich, man, before we get out of here, man, where can we find you at on social media, man, and what's your website?
Costa Rica's callcenter.com. Check me up on YouTube for a bunch of podcasts, and buy a first-class plane ticket and fly down and come visit me. Come hang out in Pura Vida land.
Oh, man, you say no drinking or whatnot, man. But I don't know, man. I think I may want to have a martini or a daiquiri or something, man. I don't drink like that, but I can in Costa Rica. What goes on in Costa Rica stays in Costa Rica. So, Rich, man, your story, man, it reminds us that real legacy is built on bold move, cultural courage, and heart-centered leadership. Thank you for inspiring us to break free from the mold and live with intent. To our listeners, what's your Costa Rica? And I can't speak Spanish, so I ain't going to try to do what Rich do. Sometimes you got to stay in your lane. As me and Rich talked before, I flunked Spanish not because I didn't go. That's why I flunked it. And my name was Carlo, and I can't give you not one Spanish word right now. But remember, what dream are you putting off? It's time to go build it. Thanks for tuning in to the CJ Moneyway Show, powered by GI, the state's capital. Until next time, keep planting those seeds. This your boy CJ Moneyway with my man Richard Blank from Costa Rica. We out of here. Peace.
You've been listening to the CJ Moneyway Show. With real stories, real lessons, and real perspective come together. Remember, move with patience, move with purpose. That is the mindset of a panther. Until next time, keep building your legacy brick by brick by brick by brick.
Music style.
You don't buy on hope, you study the label. At Azure Well, we support that. Our commitment is simple. Tell the truth. Every ingredient listed, every amount disclosed. No proprietary blends, no guesswork. We go beyond organic and basic testing with comprehensive third-party verification. Take a look at what's in your cabinet, then visit AzureLivingWell.com to shop and learn more. That's AZURE livingwell.com. These products have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.
What separates dreamers from industry leaders? Your Brand Amplified uncovers the answer. I'm your host, Annika Jackson, and I have authentic, in-depth conversations with proven entrepreneurs and business experts. Some sharing the exact strategies that grew their brands, others revealing the personal stories behind their success. From digital marketing tactics to mindset shifts that change everything. They're real conversations that bridge aspiration and achievement. Find Your Brand Amplified on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.